and then some advice on chasing your dreams, because I have to imagine you are living your dream, aren't you?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm living my dream. I try to do my best every single day, and I really believe in if you do and you aspire every single day to do what you want, and you work every single day as minimum of the thing that you do every single day, you will achieve your goals.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Blacktop Banter. This is episode 35, and we're stepping outside of our norm a little bit, but I have a guest that's seen a lot of pavement and pavement all over the world, so it's really not that far out of the normal. My guest today is a travel blogger and a luxury content creator. I've seen some of his posts from London, Dubai, Bali, Italy, Paris, Baja California, Tokyo, everywhere. And he first caught my attention, of course, with my social media thing and using the drone right away. I seen a post of Carlos's from 2018. That was it was a montage from Los Cabos, and he was above the beach. The drone shot was perfect. It was very minimal. Later on, a year later, off of my feed, I have a random suggested video, and it's a floating breakfast. And this fella is in the pool eating breakfast, and it ends up being Carlos again. I follow Carlos religiously now. I love all of his posts and seeing his adventures and everything he goes. Carlos, do you want to introduce yourself? I know I've done a little bit, but please introduce yourself to the guests.
Sure. Hello, my name is Carlos. I'm as in social media, I am Carlos Zatch, but my legal name is Carlos Satarain. In Spanish, you pronounce it Satarain. I'm from Mexico, but also I am based in the United States, New York. I'm from Mexico. I'm 21 years. I'm a digital creator. Also, I do photography, videography, content for luxury lifestyle brands, and I do social media works. I build my Instagram account, and yeah, I started filmmaking in New York just like 6 months ago, since this pandemic started.
Yep.
What do you currently I am in Los Cabos, Mexico. I decided to come here because this COVID situation is like, you don't know what is going to happen next.
Right.
So
Yep.
I decided to visit my family here because my family lives here in Cabo, Mexico, and I decided to move back here. I live alone by myself, but I love having my family here in the same city. I mean,
So how did you get into, obviously if you're going to do filmmaking or social media or photography, that's pretty, that's a field where I see a lot of Instagram accounts go. But the luxury content creation to where you go to Indonesia, you're in Tokyo, you're in Paris, France, I did see as well, in Dubai. How does that happen to where these major companies, these resorts or places or wherever hire you to make your marketing videos? I love your montages, the music that goes along with it at the certain times where your scenes cut to another part of the montage is perfect. And I know it's very attractive, has to be to some of these companies. How did you get into the field of doing the luxury content creation?
it's a good question because it is a process. It is a process, and it had a lot of work and tries. But I do this work for a long time. I did this work for a long time, since um, 2017, 16, because this is a new industry. I mean, Instagram is a new industry. It was very new, influencers and content creation. I mean, all of this is like a new world. I mean, that is what all influencers say, I know, but that's the truth. I started when Instagram started. I mean, like 6, 7 years ago. So this industry was like new. So to introduce yourself to these brands like luxury brands, hotels, resorts. For them, it was like, okay, it's kind of attractive because okay, we will receive that social media exposure, but also we will receive content creation.
Yeah.
So that combination is that is what I do right now. So I don't know how to explain you like every single thing that I do that I
Right.
did to get in this industry, but basically it is doing what I love, and but also creating quality content. That is a very important thing. Quality is very important for brands, for you, for your own brand, for
Hmm.
your public.
Hmm.
It's very important to create quality content and to in order to I don't know how to say in English. I mean to
Yeah.
influence other people. So yeah, that is
Well,
basically what I do, and I love every single part of it.
well, I know it definitely has an influence on me because the way that you create and put things together for social media um, really makes these places. I know they're appealing in general, but the way your montages are put together and your photos are put together um, makes me feel like I should be there. And I know that for me, if I was the owner of one of these resorts, um, I would have to imagine they're happy with your work, and for whatever they pay you or give you or however you're compensated, they have to feel like they are getting a large amount of value because you create great content. And I would imagine for whatever it is, for you yourself to hire a larger company to do something that may have even less of an effect doesn't make much sense when you're doing such a great job at what you do. Your customer retention has to be high because your social media influence is great and the montages you create are great. Have you seen that with your social media and what you create, your customer retention is high?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I mean, it is part of my work also because social media exposure. That is why you mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important to build an specific, not specific, but like niche,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
segmentation, that kind of stuff. It's very important for my job for this kind of brands because they need people related to that kind of themes and but yeah, it's very important, and I really worked on that. I have a team working with me. I mean, 2 people working with me who we support my account to put the correct hashtags, to achieve the correct people. So that is what we do because it's very important to specify in one niche.
yeah. You've created a brand essentially, and your Instagram has become your portfolio. So it's very for me. Once you kind of start working, like you were saying, it's taking a lot of steps, but you have momentum now. I've noticed. So with this portfolio that you've created, I would imagine that it makes the road easier as far as getting in and getting clients and getting going. But your brand is very excellent, I would think. And now that you have a portfolio and a reputation for the quality content that you create for these luxury brands, do you find that it's a little bit easier to get in and get new clients now that you have a portfolio?
Yeah, definitely. It it put me on a I don't know if it's the correct way that I say, but it put me on a very good standard for
Oh,
them.
very good.
I know, okay, Carlos has worked with these hotels, this brand. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know if I can say brands. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, San Regis, One and Only. I
Hmm.
mean, these big brands
Hmm.
that believed in me, that they create. they believe in my content and my authenticity, in my social media and all my work. So for them, it's very important to see my analytics. I have a report where it says my analytics, what I do, my past content, what kind of people follows me, from where they are, their age. So for them, it's very important that. But as you said before, it is also very important the content. I mean, what I create, because I love what you said before. Like, you feel like you are in the same place as me.
Yes.
I mean, where I capture everything. So I love that. I love that. I love to transport people to that place. If I don't know, in a mountain, and I post it on my stories, I really want that the people feels like they are in that place. So I love doing all of this kind of stuff. And I mean, this industry also is very big. I mean, we have new influencers every single day.
Oh, okay.
And I really appreciate the people who follows me and who supports me, because all the time I receive messages like, I followed you like since you started, and I really appreciate you because you made a lot of work on it. So
Well,
yeah.
I want to ask you a question, and maybe it might be a little more personal than what you and I had discussed before. But did you know that this is what you wanted to do? You said you're 21, correct? So, and it seems like you have a goal-oriented mind, and you know what you want to do in this field. Did you know that right along? I know you said social media has impacted your life. How was it? How was it different, Carlos? And how has it impacted you? Did you know this is what you wanted to do once you seen social media kind of take wave?
That is a very good question. Very, very good question. Because all the people ask me a lot of questions related to that. But okay, let's just start with, if that is what that I want for my life. Um, the answer will be yes. Yes, I really love this. I mean, if I go back like 2, 3 years, that is what I wanted. I wanted to be seen by people and communicate with people, and to create awesome content
Mhm.
and have this very good portfolio, and who working with good brands like Four Seasons,
Yep.
Sun Regis. That was a dream like 3 years ago. Also, it's my dream right now. But yeah, I mean, if you mean like how I see my future, I really believe that I will do the same thing, related to the industry, because all the industry is changing all the time. I mean, you see TikTok right now
Oh, yeah.
is a new platform, as Instagram was like 5 years ago. So we don't know what is the next platform in 3 years. I don't know if Instagram will be a past
Yeah.
in the next years. You don't know. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So I try to keep my mind with positive, and creating and doing my job. And also all the time I am looking for new jobs, for new things to do, for new adventure. I mean, right now I am looking for videography, because I started filmmaking in New York, and I really want to create like a company who creates videography, photography, and also working with other people.
Yeah.
But um, coming back to what we were talking about. Yeah, it was a dream like 3 years ago, and also right now I really believe that in 5 years I will do things related to the same thing. I mean, creating content, influencing people. Um, I'm very sorry if my English is not
No,
good
no, you're
right
doing
now.
great. No, you're
I
doing
really
fine.
want to
You're doing
apologize,
fine. To be
but
honest with you, I don't have as good as English as you do sometimes. So it's just fine. You're doing great. You're doing great. It's really good.
one thing, I'm studying college at
Yeah, of
university right now. I am
course.
at
Of course
college,
you are.
also combining with my work, and it's kind of hard for me to do my work, traveling, school. moving. It's a lot of things in
You
my
got a lot
life
going on.
now. So that is why my English sometimes is not good
That's
because
okay. No, you're doing just fine. I wanted to ask you, um, you know, when I see your profile, you just talked about being in New York. I know we have the same. I know we have the same style a little bit because I seen your Yeezys hanging out over a helicopter ledge, over New York, and sometimes my Yeezys are covered in asphalt and work and everything else under the sun. So I know we have that same style, but people can go to your page, Carlos, and see that photo next to a photo of you petting an elephant in Indonesia, or wherever. So it's a wide thing to think. You're a very interesting human being, and to do it so young with a laser focus and to step out on that ledge of, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to contact the Four Seasons or the Ritz or wherever and create content for them and to deliver. The one thing I will say about your brand is everything is very clean. People can do
yeah.
anything on social media, but it's very clean. Your videos are clean. Your photos are clean. The scenes in your photos are very clean. So the brand is very well. You can tell that you've thought about what luxury means, what the word means, and that's delivered through your photos. And for my industry or other industries or people that want to be influencers or whatever, I think that's very important that they recognize what their brand is in relation to who they're trying to service. You're trying to service the luxury industry, and your brand correlates that very well with your photos, with you. One of them is you're on a beach and the drone is flying away from you, and there's these cliffs, and the beach is going out. I was watching that with my daughter, and we were talking about you, and she said, "How did Carlos get there?" Because on this drone shot, it's flying away from you and you don't see anything. And I said, well, I'm sure the resort's there, not that far away. And he just drove out there and got out there. But the idea of creating your brand to go along with who you're trying to service, you've done a great job of. And I don't think obviously it doesn't have to be the luxury brand. It could be whatever you're trying to get the attention of. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that, because I really appreciate when people appreciate my work,
Yeah.
because also I want to thank all the people who support me. I mean, videographers and photographers. I mean, I have some friends who along this trip, this way, has support me. I mean, I have one friend here who works with me, Diego. He lives here in Cabo. Also, I have friends in New York. I mean, like Natalia or Emerson, and I have many friends, a lot of friends in different parts of the
That's how I am too. So now I have one in Cabo as well. So it's very interesting.
Come to Cabo whenever you want. You have your home here, please. And yeah, I mean, it's very good to work with other people, because it's very beautiful when you support other people and they support you with creating content. Also, I hire a lot of photographers when I have a lot of job to do. I mean, because all the time I am like, I have an agenda, so not my times are not very well all the time. So if I have a project, I also consider other photographers, other videographers that I can hire to create a very good portfolio for the brand. But that wasn't, I think, like 2 years ago for me. I mean, building my brand, I was all by myself. But I came to a point where I said, like, okay, I need advice here. I need people who support me, because I can't do all the things by myself, because it's very hard. I mean, the money, creating content,
Editing.
posting,
No.
emails. Right now, I am very fortunate that I have one person who support me with emails and collaborations and that kind of stuff. Also, I want to thank to my brand who is in Spain. It is called Ligainor. There is Paula, who is like my manager, who creates my reports for social media to work with brands. And yeah, as you see, it is a big team.
It is. It's a big team. So, similar in my industry, in my business, it used to be just me. And then you had to hire somebody else on for the help. And now we hire somebody to take care of our line striping that we can't get to, or our paving or whatever. So as that web grows, I think you kind of, that's uncomfortable to let go of some of those things, but you can see once you have a good team, things work out really well for you. One thing I wanted to ask you is, like I said, my industry is the asphalt industry, and we work in the summer quite a bit, and but we vacation in the wintertime. And I know you recently got back from Vail, Colorado, correct? I want to know, how was that trip? Anyways, I always see you in the sun, in the sand, on beaches. Here you were skiing and having some fun. How was the Vail trip?
Wow, it was a very cute trip because I took my mom
Oh,
this
very
trip
nice. Very nice.
because I promised her that we will spend like a trip related to Christmas because she wanted to see the snow
Sure.
because my mom lives here in the Cabo is a desert and we
Yeah.
have desert, we have sunny days every single day and beach and we love that.
Right.
But we wanted to try something different like the other side. So I decided Vail, Colorado will be awesome. And yeah, I mean I arranged this like 3 months ago, and like I contacted the hotels and all the stuff that I do before traveling.
Yep.
And yeah, I took my mom to this trip, and for me that she was all because she was very amazed of all the landscape and the beautiful. Because Vail is a little town, it's very cold these days. But,
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I'm used to the cold, but I was going to ask you that. Your mother has to be very proud of you. Was she freezing in Vail? Was she like, oh my gosh, because you guys are in the desert all the time?
both of us were very because our weather is very different to that.
Yeah.
So we really enjoy it. I highly suggest Vail for taking a vacation, and
Okay.
also stay at Four Seasons Vail.
Right.
It's very beautiful. I promise. I mean, all the food is awesome at the hotel. I mean, our room was phenomenal with spectacular views of the mountains, and also they can arrange everything for your ski lessons. So if you don't know how to ski, or even if you don't know how to snowboard, they can arrange everything for you. I mean, like your clothes, your boots, your everything.
And
So
that's the Four Seasons at
yeah,
Vail. Four Seasons.
Four Seasons Vail.
So,
Yeah.
so you recommended one there with Vail inside the states at the Four Seasons. Where would you recommend if we were going to go out of the states, like close to somewhere around the states? Obviously Cabo, I know, but would that be your first choice to say, hey, come to Cabo?
Come to Cabo. I really love the United States. It's very beautiful, but my favorite places in the United States will be New York. Definitely, I love New York. It's my favorite city. I mean, not a lot of people are a big fan of New York, but I really love that city, and I hope this COVID situation will be better soon, and we can travel soon, and we
Yeah.
do the another things soon. But definitely New York. Also, I was in LA like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I went.
you're on Rodeo Drive, correct?
Yeah, I was at this beautiful hotel called Beverly Wilshire.
Uh-huh.
Uh, one famous movie was filmed there. It is called in Spanish is Mujer Bonita, but I don't know, Pretty Woman. Pretty
Yeah,
Woman.
Pretty Woman. Yeah, Pretty Woman. Julia Roberts. Yeah.
Yeah, so the hotel was phenomenal. Also, it is located at a very beautiful area in LA called Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So I recommend you if you want to go for shopping, try very good restaurants. I highly recommend there.
What about just outside the United States?
Outside,
Yeah.
um, Mexico.
Of course.
Mexico is very beautiful, very beautiful. I mean, it's very funny because I don't know all my country. I just traveled for like to like 5 cities I know here in Mexico. I don't know a lot. I
Well,
really want to explore my country, but I really suggest to go to Tulum. Tulum is, do you know Tulum?
mm, mm, mm.
Tulum, Mexico. It is in close by Cancun,
Okay, okay, okay.
the other side of Mexico. I mean, I live here
Yep.
and Tulum is here.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite places for to relax and to disconnect of my phone and just enjoying because
Is there a resort there that you prefer?
I didn't visit resorts. I visited just villas.
Yeah. Oh, Little Villa. Sure, sure.
I want to. I highly suggest Ahau Tulum, the Lake Tulum, Aldea Cansul.
Yeah.
This
All
oh,
that area. Yeah. It's
you can see them on my Instagram. So
yeah. Well, we will. We'll go to your Instagram. That 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 makes me ask. I want to ask you about which your Instagram. I want to ask you about your future destinations and things like that. What do you have coming up that we can look forward to on your Instagram? The Instagram is at Carlos Zatch. It's pretty easy. Yeah. So, where are you headed? Where are you going so that I can keep up?
my next destinations. So I have to be serious. I have to be honest that I want in December. I really want to stay here at my new apartment because I just moved to a new apartment alone. So it is my first time that I do. I mean, in the same city that I live alone. I mean, alone, no roommates,
Yep.
no. So I really want to spend my days here and to visit my family and spend Christmas time. But I have plans for the next months. In January, I will go back to the United States again. I have some work collaborations with a very beautiful brand in Boston. On I have. Do you know this island called Turks and Caicos?
No.
Turks and Caicos is a very small island who is located in the Caribbean,
Okay.
but it's very beautiful. And but I don't know if that will happen because this COVID
No,
situation
COVID is making things difficult.
very difficult. In December, I planned to visit Bora Bora, French
Yeah.
Polynesia, and all was set. All was like my flights, the hotels, all was a dream.
Mhm.
But like 3 weeks ago, I received an email who said my airline canceled the flight from LA to Tahiti.
Yep.
So they canceled my flight, and I said like, okay, this is not the correct time to travel, maybe
No.
because of the COVID situation. So maybe I will go back. I will be back in. I will travel to Bora Bora in March. I mean, or
Very good.
April. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, I hope you do too. It to be honest with you, your content it almost makes me feel like I'm there. So I get when you go places yourself, when Carlos goes places and creates content and posts the content, I don't feel like I miss very much except the actual experience of it. I feel like I see it all there. So I really want to I want you to get back after it. And I think COVID, it looked like things were maybe going in a positive direction here coming up, hopefully, especially for your industry and for your career for sure. I want to recommend a place. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I really want to see you. There's only two places I really want to go in my lifetime. One is Egypt to the pyramids, but I'll take care of that one. I would really like to see you go to Mykonos, in Greece. So Mykonos is an island off of Greece, and they have these. There's a bay there where they have a villa, like you were saying, these villas, and there's spas that are opened up into this bay. And I can just picture Carlos's drone going out of this villa onto this bay and seeing these sailboats and all these beautiful Greek little houses tucked in the hills. So If you can put that together, I'll watch that video. But I know you have a great list, and you have a beautiful, beautiful page, Carlos, and you are living a wonderful life that everyone can, well, at least myself, I envy, because I think about how young you are, and that is the track that I would have loved to take as well. So to see somebody living that dream is just amazing to me. And I wish you nothing but the best on this journey. And you're doing everything correctly. Seems like you have a great team. You're harnessing all the tools that social media has allowed for us to create dreams and make them come to reality. So I'm really grateful for that. The last thing I would ask you is advice on that. I know I asked you advice about chasing dreams, and you said even just a little bit each day towards that makes it happen. If somebody was wanting to do something similar to what you do, my little girl, the one I told you watched the video with me of your drone shot going out, she wants to be a singer. And for her, it just seems like such a big task to take on. But when you see people like yourself or other people who say, hey, just a little bit at a time, putting you in the right direction can get you there. What would be some advice to somebody who has a big undertaking and wants to do something like you do, Carlos?
Yeah, first I want to say that never is too late. As you told me,
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that lifestyle, never is too late. Never, never. You can do it. You have all the tools to make it happen, and age doesn't matter. You can do it. Don't worry. Just believe in yourself and really work on what you want to do. And I mean, a good advice that I can give to people is to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
But don't just sit and wait what happened.
Right.
Just okay, be patient, but do small things every single day to give you to the correct path to choose your dream, to chase your dream. Sorry, my
Oh,
English.
very good. No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good. And sometimes that's how they come, is a little bit at a time.
But
You
what
know.
I'm say is that just follow your dreams, but work on them, because I had many friends who told me like, I mean, my friends from high school told me like, how do you did that? Because
Sure.
we are at the university and we don't have the same things as you, or some that
Yeah.
kind of. But that the advice that all the time I give to people is to believe in yourself and really work on things. I mean, don't just sit and wait for the future, because that will not happen. And also be patient and to be humble. Also is very important to be humble and try to be present. And I mean, I want to say this, that don't fall into superficiality. Is the correct way to say in
Yeah,
English?
you're right. Nope. Yeah, you're right.
Like this montage of luxury brands, or just because that is not just life. Life is also what do you have for the world?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. The
yeah.
ups and downs. Yeah.
What do you have to give to the world?
Mm-hmm.
How do you are? How do you treat people? And that is life too. And also adventure, that is another advice that I give to people, to adventure and just explore,
Yeah.
and don't have like that insecurity of what will be happen, or
Yeah.
no, make it happen, and work for your things, and really believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, you can make things happen.
Very good. Carlos, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to let you leave it right there because you did such a great job portraying that. Everybody, you can follow Carlos on Instagram at Carlos Zatch, and your jaw is going to drop and you're going to be amazed at some of these photos and videos he does. Carlos, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. I really appreciate it. Best wishes coming up. If anybody ever has any questions on whether or not you can do a huge undertaking, follow Carlos's Instagram and you can see somebody making their dreams come true. Carlos, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Marvin, for this space. I really love to talk with people like you. You are awesome. I saw your podcast, and I
Yeah.
really love it. So yeah, please follow your dreams too. And anything that I can do for you, just write me a message, a call, and, and I
All
will
right.
be for you.
Sounds good, Carlos. All right. For Carlos and I from here in the States and Mexico, we want you to seal it, pave it, stripe it, and kill it. Peace.